So let's just jump right in. The first thing I would love for you to do is introduce us, our viewers, to Pingree Detroit. So what is Pingree Detroit? What do you guys do? What do you sell? Where do you work? Give me the rundown.
Pingree Detroit, we are an 8-year-old worker-owned design and manufacturing cooperative. We just celebrated our 8th birthday on January 15th, actually, which is exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so we take materials, so everything from leather to seatbelts, airbags, otherwise destined for the landfill. We keep those out of the landfill from the big three, and we turn those into everything from the first shoes made in Detroit in the 50s to backpacks, purses, wallets, dog leashes, coasters, everything in between.
How is Pingree doing? Are we getting ready to expand? Are we downsizing? Is it business as usual? Where are we headed? What's the condition of things right now?
So our look would be inspired with a chance of smiles. So we're pretty excited. We're in a really good spot. So we're growing our team. We're now we're about to be joining our 13th member of our team, and we're worker owned. So that means that 77 cents of every dollar in profit goes right back to the workers on our team. And as we're growing, we're now doing more pop-ups. So our goal is to do 250 in-person activations throughout the year of 2023, which means Easter market on weekends. We're going to be at the Autorama this month, the auto show again, doing everything from live shoemaking to selling our goods right here in person so folks can touch, feel, smell that new car. We like to say it smells like a new car because it nearly was. And so we're excited to do that. And that growth allows us to connect, inspire folks, have them be a part of our story and a part of our mission.
So one of the things you just mentioned is that you're a worker-owned company. So for anyone who isn't familiar with what that actually means, what is a worker-owned company and what made you decide to go that route with Pingree?
So worker ownership, some folks are familiar with the term cooperative, co-op, right? There's energy co-ops, there's food co-ops, there's REI where you can go buy your camping and supplies, a lot of credit unions, that is a co-op, right? We have multiple stakeholders where as a worker-owned cooperative, we chose to be this type of model because we want to maximize equity and maximize well-being, not just maximizing profit. Right. So we want to be really intentional around designing structure so that when we do well, our team does well, our neighborhoods do well, and the environment does well.
So in this model, how has it been when it comes to attracting talent, retaining talent? Because that's, if we're talking about the future of work and where things are going, pretty much across every industry, the narrative is we need more talent, we need more people, and we need them to stay. So how has your business model helped you maintain that talent that you need?
By being able to incentivize and offer folks to co-own the company, not just get another job, but like to work, to be a part of a meaningful culture, to actually create and benefit from all the small ways that you might make that company better, to not just, maybe you get a bonus in some other companies, or sometimes there's a stock split. It's great. We just heard about, folks in the unions getting a nice little bump from certain auto companies. Great. But what if it wasn't just a small check? It was regardless of the size of the company, you're sharing 77% of the profits. Right. Your innovation is celebrated, and that could be an additional bump at the end of the year. So we really wanted to offer and say, if you're going to join our team, maybe you might make a little less per hour than you would if you're going to go work in New York or in LA, but you can be a part of something great. You can be a part of not just making a good wage, but actually making neighborhoods stronger, being a part of solution-driven environment.
So what is one thing that could be better about doing business in Southeast Michigan?
One of the challenges of doing business in Michigan and Detroit is there's sometimes not the critical mass of people in certain areas to where if we did a pop-up, downtown right now, for instance, we might need to have 1,000 conversations over a course of a week to do really well. Well, we might only get a couple hundred. How many folks are actually going to come into our store? So like for us, being in front of enough people with enough consistency for us to be able to accomplish our goals to stay open as a business is really important. And we have consistently had a hard time of just getting in front of enough folks. We've had to get really creative and everything from online advertising to more, unique activations. So for us, one of the hardest things has just been getting enough support from enough folks consistently.
What is a good thing about doing business here in Southeast Michigan?
Yeah, so we often say relationships are our strongest currency. And I think that Detroit, one of Detroit's strongest currencies is the relationships, the people. There's this energy, there's this vibe around cooperation more so than competition. Yes, we're competing to be our best and bring forth the best thing. And sometimes we might have the same product that we're offering, but like this equipment behind us was donated to us by Shinola. Like their team mentored us when we first were getting started. We've collaborated with hundreds of individuals from the get-go. I call myself a co-founder. I'm the only technical founder, but I would not have started this without hundreds and thousands, literally, of conversations of folks offering to take me to coffee and mentor me and sharing this resource and donating this piece of equipment. We've found so much energy around cooperation, and it's allowed us to not only just keep moving forward and sustain, but actually grow. And now we're doing the same thing. Our scraps we're donating. There's over 30 different small entrepreneurs that are getting our scraps and turn them into earrings and other products. And majority of women of color, majority native Detroiters. So we're really focusing on how can we kind of, as we're getting pulled from someone in front of us, how can we also pull from behind and really embrace those relationships?